to gesso a canvas. You can't expect to paint a masterpiece on untreated cloth. Here's how to gesso or prime a homemade canvas in a hurry. You will need some gesso, water, a plastic mixing bowl, a drop cloth, fine grit sandpaper, and a large 4-inch house paintbrush. Optional, a squeegee, and a smaller 1/2-inch detail house paintbrush. Step 1. In a plastic mixing bowl, combine gesso and water according to the instructions on the gesso container. Step 2. Mix vigorously. Mix the substance thoroughly and smoothly into a consistency similar to melted chocolate. It should run off the spoon like paint and have no lumps. Step 3. Place some drop cloth down in your work area. Step 4. Lay the canvas down on top of the drop cloth. Step 5. Gently sand the canvas surface down to get rid of stray strands of cotton and create a consistent, even surface. Step 6. Wet your house paintbrush with water and squeeze it dry so it doesn't soak up excess gesso. Step 7. Plop a dollop of gesso onto the canvas and begin working it back and forth in parallel strokes with a house paintbrush. The gesso should be as evenly and thinly distributed as possible. Some painters prefer to use a squeegee for this instead of the brush. Step 8. Don't forget to coat the edges. The edges will drip a little, so use a smaller brush to work the excess gesso back into the sides. Step 9. When the first coat is complete, wash your paintbrush thoroughly. Step 10. Leave the canvas flat and allow it to dry for at least an hour. Step 11. Once the first coat is dry, gently sand it to even out the surface and then dust off any grit. Step 12. Repeat steps 6 through 8, but this time make your strokes perpendicular to the original application of primer. Step 13. You can continue adding coats until the surface is as smooth as you need it to be, but 2 will usually suffice. Allow the canvas to dry overnight. Now the real work can begin. Did you know? Canvas was first used as backing for paintings during the 15th century Italian Renaissance.